after Black Widow, I thought this movie was gonna suck, but really, it didn't. What is going on, guys? It's your boy Daily Reacts TV here, back at it again with another review for you guys. Now, if you guys don't know, I'm outside recently reviewing these two films back to back on these videos, literally. But like right now, like outside because my grandma's sleeping in my room, so I can't be able to record in there. But today, I'm here to review the film Shang-Chi: The Legends of the Ten Rings. So the story of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings follows Shang-Chi going to live his own life after having a horrifying childhood where he lost his mother. His dad wants him to kill people for a living and also wants to, you know, get revenge on Shang-Chi's mom. But doing so, you know, it takes him back. He goes to his normal life. He goes to live a normal life, actually, and meets this girl named Katie. And doing so, him and Katie became best friends for 10 years, they said? Yes. And basically, he goes, and like I said, he lives his normal life until finally they brought back his childhood and he has to defend the world while also trying to figure out what his dad is up to and why is he back in the situation. Now, as a lot of you know, after the big, horrible Black Widow movie, I was a little nervous going back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. After Endgame, after Spider-Man No Way Home, I was nervous. I didn't see the MCU, you know, MCU TV shows on Disney Plus, but I'm planning to. I really am. So, getting to Shang-Chi, I was a little nervous for this film. I saw the trailers on one of my videos, the first one, and I was like, it looks okay. I was not interested in this film. It didn't look interesting, but when the trailers got in, when the spoilers, I was like, I have to stay away from it. I have to stay away. Then we went to go see Free Guy with Skylar. If you guys didn't know, I reviewed Free Guy, so right there. But when I saw the trailer for this, I was like, that looks interesting. I'll give it a shot. And of course, tomorrow is Madison's birthday, because I already saw this yesterday, by the way. But tomorrow's Madison's birthday, so I decided, you know what? I'm going to go see Shang-Chi. So we went in, and after seeing the film, I like this film. I honestly do think this is a good film. Is it the best Marvel film? No. This film definitely has its problems. But I'm going to say it is a well-made, solid Marvel movie. The good things we're going to start with, like we always do. But the characters. Let's start with Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was an amazing character. I was not expecting to enjoy his character because I knew nothing about him. I didn't know anything about the Ten Rings until Iron Man Armored Adventures. I knew nothing about this character. So when I went into this film completely blind, like with the trailer, really looked like an Avatar: The Last Airbender and a Dragon Ball Z ripoff. But you know, Shang-Chi was a really good character in this movie. He gave me a bunch of chuckles, especially when he's with Katie, which we're gonna get into. She made me laugh the entire film. She was so funny. She was so enjoyable. Like, you enjoy her character arc in this entire film. It's really that good. And then Shang-Chi's sister, we're gonna get into her with the bad, but acting wise, she was really good. Like I said, we're gonna get into her in the bad. The dad, I really liked in this movie. He had an interesting story in some parts, which we're gonna get into, but when you see him use the rings, it was like, wow, it looked really real, and it looked really well done. Like, wow, it was really that good. It was really, really good. That's all I can say about the characters for now. Alright, so we're going to talk about now the comedy, the action scenes, and of course, the story. Let's start with the story. It's interesting. It was really good to see how they handled it in Japan style because, you know, it felt so real, the story was, and that's what I want from Marvel, which did very well this film. It did really well that it made me love this film even more than usual, you know what I mean? So basically I see what the story is. It was really good. I enjoyed it. The action scenes were very intense, very entertaining, and actually really cool to see. A bunch of ninjas, and oh man, the guy with the machete was pretty cool. Like that scene on the bus, like there's an extra scene in that movie that just made me go wow. And that's also the comedy as well. There's a scene in this film where a guy was streaming the whole entire fight, and that entire time I sat there and laughed. I'm like, that is definitely me over other people I know, because it was that funny. It was really cool. It was really, really nice. You know, it was really funny. Yeah. And another thing, I want to give props to Disney and Marvel for make up for me from Black Widow. I was not expecting it to be this good. It was really good. And of course, I will say the connection between Shang-Chi and Katie was very good, really well done. Like, it's trying to set up a romance relationship, which I'm really hoping they do that in the sequel. I'm really hoping. And of course, the relationship between Shang-Chi and his dad was good. It was very good. It was really handled well. And yeah, that's basically all the good I have for this film. As always, I do have some problems with Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. And the biggest problem with it is the sister. She was not an interesting character. She was dull, forgettable, cliche, boring. She had nothing to do with the story. Nothing. She had nothing. Okay, she lost her mother. She wasn't trained, and she just sat on the sidelines. The one good thing I could say about her character, in the good, was her acting. The way they written her was terrible. Literally, she's just sitting there whining like, you know what, you left me when I was a kid. You said you'd be back in 4 or 5 days. Like, really? We're going with this plot point every time? Why? Like, just literally why? Like, we don't need him. Of course, the dad, who, like I said, had good story into his character arc. But in this, like, near the end, it's so bland. He has nothing to do. And when, I'm not going to spoil it, but something happened to him, and I felt no sad connections with him. None whatsoever. The aunt, by far, was just shoehorned into the film. I couldn't relate to her. I didn't like her that much. Reason why? 1, she was from The Mummies. 3, which they're coming up reviews for them. Because she was not good in that film as much. Why the heck is she in this film? No reason, they just wanted a Japan aunt to be a part of the film. And my final problem with Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is the way they handled, get this, the way they handled the guy with the machete. What a complete waste. What a complete waste. Like, I sat there and I was like, why waste the character? Just why? Just stop. No more. Just no more. He was a waste in this film. And I felt bad because the actor seems like he was having fun with this character. It seemed like it. Why? Like, why? Just why? So, yeah. Sorry, guys. I forgot one more thing while editing. It was Abomination, how they handled him. He was barely in this film. I thought that he was going to be in the film to fight Shang-Chi. Nope, it was him and his sister, which was the weakest thing in this entire film. So, the way they handled Abomination was so dumb. So, yeah, that's lowering up the score as well. So, back to you, Past Daily. So, yeah, guys, besides all that bad, I have no other problem with Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings. It was complete, not a waste, at least. It wasn't a waste of time, but it is an entertaining Marvel film, and will I see it again? Maybe. Depends if I'm feeling like it or not. With all the problems, though, I am going to give it the lowest score as normal, but I will give it a good score. This is why I'm giving Shang-Chi and The Legend of the Ten Rings a 5 out of 10. There is some problems with it, but it's still an enjoyable film, and it still has its great moments, and it does have the problems with it. Now, I'm done with that review. I will do the Candyman review right after this video, but I want to let you guys know I'm going to start doing horror movie reviews along with theoretical reviews, which means I'm going to review Chucky, It, so good luck for those. And then starting November, I'm going to start doing the Spider-Man reviews with Sam Raimi, Andrew Garfield, and then Tom Holland, and we'll be ready to go for the Spider-Man reviews. So always smack that like button, also push the red button to subscribe to turn your notifications to notify video I make. Go in the links in the description to my gaming channel, my third channel, my movie reaction channel, because I'm going to start doing Fear Street soon. I'm really excited. And of course, my Discord server, so we can have more conversations about these kind of things. As always, I'm Daily Reacts. Take care.